Let's install a bathroom vent and a Panasonic exhaust fan. It is a Tuesday and we are in Swansea, Massachusetts today. So I got the drop cloth down here in the shower. I'm going to be sending a pilot bit out in the center of the bay here to outside to mark out my location for my hole for my 4.5-inch hole saw, which is going to be fit in the bathroom vent. I used a liberal amount of clear CRC silicone here on the vent itself because I want to make sure that everything is sealed up properly and no water gets in there. Every time I see these bathroom vents installed, they're never properly installed and they always leak, and it costs the homeowner a lot of money. I'm going to be using this metal duct tape here to seal my vent hose itself. And then what I did was I cut some shims here. This was actually 1/4-inch plywood. What I did was I just cut 2 shims to make up the 1/2 inch. That way when they go to put the sheetrock there, all they got to do is just butt the sheetrock up to the metal flange itself, and they're good to go here. So this is what the finished result looks like. Obviously, I'm going to take that trim down once we're done. I just wanted to make sure that everything tested properly and worked properly. And as you can see, that vent flap is actually opening up. So we know that we got good flow from the exhaust fan. So everything is working perfectly. And that's what the finished result looks like. So now we're on the second job for today. We're going to be wiring up a furnace up in the attic here. And then we're going to be wiring a second furnace, which is going to be in the basement. So this furnace itself has actually a pan switch underneath it. So there's going to be a metal pan eventually, which is going to be underneath this furnace. And this is the pan switch for it. So you got to make sure that you break the R there. And here's how I like to install it. I like to use some sticky backs here just to neaten all my low voltage wires. It just makes everything look a lot cleaner. I can't stand when it's just a rat's nest of low voltage wires everywhere. And these are the dampers here. So we got one damper off to the right, and we got a second damper that's basically in front of it for our 2 zones here. And this is the finished result on top of the unit. So I like to use the sticky backs. I just brought my low voltage wires around that 4 square box there. We used some MC here just to sleeve my Romex in. I wanted to protect it from physical damage up in the attic because eventually it's all going to be insulated, and the insulators will step on the wire, so I want to make sure that everything is protected. And that's the finished result on this other furnace here. We used some sticky backs inside this furnace as well just to neaten everything up. And then basically what I did was I just tie wrapped the rest of the low voltage wires down the EMT there. That's usually the best way that I do it to keep everything out of the way and still keep it looking clean. So if you're in Massachusetts or Rhode Island, give us a call. We're taking new clients, and I personally answer every phone call.